Well, I think every Georgian family is connected to the music. Nearly every. He's Pata Buchuladze, a very well-known, famous world bass.
Hello, Nana Dzidziguri
Hello.
is an opera singer, mezzo-soprano from Georgien, as we say in German. In your language, it's called how?
Sakartvelo.
Sakartvelo.
Yeah.
So, and Georgia in English, right?
Right. I think we are the only people who call ourselves Sakartvelo. In other languages, it's merely Georgia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hello, Gamarjoba.
Hello. Greetings, Gamaj.
So
From
I learned
Tbilisi.
just a little bit in the internet from Google.
Guten Abend, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak in English. It's much easier for me. So I understand German, but
Yes.
yeah,
No,
I would feel more comfortable, and thank you.
that's okay. That's okay. Let's talk about Georgia later.
Okay.
First of all, um, actually, you should be in Bayreuth at the Wagner Festival to rehearse.
Yeah.
You're intended to sing one of the Valkyries. Which one?
Exactly. I should have sang Sigrune.
Sigrune.
And the
So
rehearsals
it's
should have
over.
started in 1 month, but unfortunately, it's cancelled as we know. Yeah.
That's sad, isn't it?
It's very painful, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because it was my first big contract in this like a historical really on this stage, and I was very shocked
Yeah.
to know that it was cancelled, unfortunately.
Every singer, it's an honor to sing in Bayreuth.
It's a great honor, and especially to know that I would be the first Georgian to sing in Bayreuth. Yeah.
That's a shame. That's a shame, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not totally over. You will be there next week. It's just a concert version of Valkyrie. But
Exactly.
you will be there.
In 2021, there will be concert versions of the Valkyrian, but of course, uh, it's still good. I'm still, it's better than nothing, of course, and it's
Nothing.
still big privilege, a big
Yeah.
honor to stand
Yeah.
there.
But in 22, you won't be there to be in the staging. No.
Unfortunately, no, because I received exactly today the new contract for Glyndebourne Festival in England. So it's planned. It was already planned for 2022, and it would be a lapse with Bayreuth. So, yeah.
Well, to be honest, Nana, that's not too bad, Kleinborn.
It's great. It's great to have both of them, like in my
Yeah,
pocket.
yeah, right. What are you going to sing in Kleinborn?
I'm going to sing Maddalena in Rigoletto.
Yeah, fine. Yeah, that's. I love it. I love it. Kleinborn is wonderful, really. Very special, very British.
Yeah, and it would be my until now it's my first contract outside Germany. So I'm very excited about it.
Yeah.
I'm still looking forward to my Prague contract in September for Carmen, but we never know due to this crazy situation going on. I hope everything will be okay with that contract.
We
Yeah.
all hope so. Where are you now? Where do I reach you? Are you in Georgia?
I'm in Georgia, right?
Yeah. Exactly where? Tbilisi?
I'm in Tbilisi, in my hometown. Yeah.
Your home.
So I should have been here. In fact, I took a little artistic pause before Bayreuth. Um, it should have, because of my maybe private reasons also, and now I really regret it because this pause is prolonged to the reasons that I cannot control and I can do nothing with. So I'd better not have taken it, but
Yeah.
we cannot change.
Let's talk a little bit about your home country, Sakartvelo. We don't in Germany, I guess we don't know very much about Georgien, as we say.
Yeah.
But I'm told it's a wonderful country. Wonderful. I looked into the internet and saw some photos and so on. And I'm told when you walk through Tbilisi, you feel like you are in France or Italy. Tell me something about it.
Well, in fact, I was born in a different country. It was the Soviet Union then, in early 80s. But yeah, Georgia is a small country. It's on the border of east and west, and it's a beautiful. Has a beautiful variety of landscapes ranging from the subtropical Black Sea shores to the ice and snow of the Caucasus mountain range, and it's a multicultural, multi-ethnic, multi-religious country. Very interesting. In fact, it has an influence both from Europe and Asia, and it's a very nice mixture. But yeah.
That's, sorry, that's interesting. Uh, you said it's just between Asia and Europe, right?
Yeah, right.
Now, am I right with my impression? It's Georgia is more looking to Europe.
Our site is absolutely towards Europe,
Yeah,
and well, we're looking for European style of life, and we try to bring it here very much. Unfortunately, there is still a very big effort from Russia
yeah,
to come back and control. And even in this crazy and terrible, very difficult times of this virus going on, they are still moving borders in our country in these recent several days. These facts like this happened, and it's unbelievable. It just shows their face.
yeah, yeah.
That's what I would say. Yeah.
For people
Uh,
who are familiar with ancient Greek history, with Homer and Ilias, it's the land of gold, Kolchis,
exactly.
right? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
We had this goddess Medea and the famous legend about Argonauts
right.
who brought the gold.
That,
So
that's Sakartvelo. That's a fine name. I like it. I like it.
I have been always wondering why the other nations and other people uh, don't call us Sakartvelo.
Yeah.
But I think this name Georgia is somehow connected with the agricultural roots of Georgia. I'm not
Mhm.
sure, but there was something said about it.
Do you know where it comes from? Georgian, from Georg, George?
The Saint George is, yeah, one of the main saints of our country. Uh, Maybe from there, I'm not sure, to be honest. But also connected with this agriculture. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, let's talk about the opera singer, Nana Dzidziguri.
Okay.
Is your family um, connected to music in any way?
Well, I think every Georgian family is connected to the music. Nearly every. Yeah. Georgia is a very, very musical country,
Yeah,
and it's meant to be that we have this ancient polyphonic music, which is meant to be one of the first in the Christian life, and this Georgian polyphony is very well known now already. It's beautiful, and we have these roots, and every Georgian has the roots of it in our blood. And my father sings and on the guitar, for example, and everybody in every family in Georgia, they have some musical instruments, and just for maybe their own pleasure, they play and sing. And yeah, I also have a very big singer in my family, who is the cousin of my mother. He's Pata Buchuladze, a very well-known, famous world bass.
yes, the same. Yes,
So,
yeah.
uh,
And there is I, in fact, he was the only Georgian opera singer I knew before, Pater Burchuladze,
yeah,
and now it's famous is Anita Rachvelishvili,
and Darachvelishvili, yeah, she's the
and you are third,
next great.
aren't you?
Sorry?
You are third, aren't you?
Oh, I don't think so, but thank you. There are
Yeah,
a lot of great singers, really. Georgian opera world produces very good voices, and we're meant to be people with big voices, maybe the
yeah,
southern soul. And yeah, there is Nino Machaidze, for example. She's
yeah.
also Georgian. Anita Radvelishvili, a lot of them. George Gagnidze, now he is also a big singer. And I hope someday my name will stand
I'm
right
sure
there.
you are on the way to a big career.
Thank you.
You
Hopefully.
have already sung big roles like Carmen and Azucena and Eboli also.
Eboli. I sang Eboli. I have not sang Azucena yet, but
Okay,
I'm very much looking forward to singing Azucena because it's one of my dream roles. Every Verdian opera is my dream, uh, so to say.
but I wanted to ask dream roles.
Yeah.
You answered the question. Yeah,
The first in the list is Amneris from Aida. I sing it every day now from my home and my poor neighbors. I apologized to them, but I've got a big support from my neighbors, and so I practice every day Amneris now. And yeah, I think every musician in the world, they all work from home, and it's a very interesting situation we're in, and we're witnessing this social distancing era.
yeah, right, right. It's I don't know. How do you feel? Uh, the last weeks, I looked some streaming from opera houses like Metropolitan or Zurich or Munich, and so it's not the same. It's not
Of
the
course, it's not the
same.
same. It's absolutely different. But I also watched. It's very interesting. The humanity, I think, has this skill to adapt. And in this very difficult situation, people are working and trying to find out the new ways of self-expression. And you can see that, especially with the music, it's really it has no borders, and I have seen so many live broadcasting and streamings of distance co-working between conductors, very good orchestras, and leading soloists of the world. For example, one was with Elena Garancha. She was performing Mahler's songs, and it's incredible. It shows that the music will sneak out everywhere. It has no borders, absolutely, and yeah.
But we artists, we need the contact to the audience, and
Of
I guess
course.
the audience needs to see and hear us live on stage.
Absolutely, it's absolutely different thing. But in this situation, the main thing I think is not to stop and go on working and stay in a good shape, good form, and therefore it doesn't matter which way we will choose, just to sing, maybe on the balconies from our homes or like this online.
You sing every day. You do, yeah?
I
Right.
do.
Yeah.
I call via Skype my maestro, who is in Georgia, and I have been I have a contact with him every day, and we work. In fact, I'm used to it because when I was in Germany, I used to call him from Germany also via Skype. And we will
May
just.
I ask, Nana, does that work? I was asked because I'm a teacher too at the University of Mainz, and we are asked to teach our students via Skype, and I'm so skeptical. Does it work?
It works from the certain point. Certain point. When a performer, a singer already has a big experience, and when I call my maestro, it's more like a support, just to know that somebody is controlling me, maybe. But in fact, in that moment, I do control myself. I just need his support, and beyond, he's like my grandfather. I have been raised in his hands from my very beginning, about 15 years ago, and it's like more personal and some kind of psychological support to know that he is there. I have no idea what it would be like earlier when I was really looking for my technique. Yeah.
I'm not sure. I'm still skeptic for a young singer in the
For a young
beginning.
singer, it can be a very difficult, and
Right.
you can be lost
Yeah,
simply.
right. Nana, when all this is over, and we hope it will be soon, uh, what's next? What's coming up beside of Glyndebourne?
So Carmen is coming up in autumn in Prague State Opera, and then later on we have Ballo in Maschera in Bonn, and then in the spring of 2021 there will be a revival of French opera Goethe. It was staged in Osnabrück State Theatre last year, and it had a huge success because it was a German premiere. And in fact, it was not only the German premiere, but it was the second premiere in the world after it was first staged in France in the beginning of the 20th century when the composer wrote this opera. And in fact, the music is really beautiful. The staging by Dirk Schmedding was absolutely mind-blowing, and it had a huge success. And by the way, in May there should have been the Opera Awards 2020, and it was nominated for the rediscovery of the world. Also, it got the prize in the same nomination in Opernwelt. So we're going to have a revival due to this success. Then comes Bayreuth. And
then Bayreuth, yeah.
Yeah.
And I hope I can be there. I was looking forward to be there at the Generalproben this summer. So next summer, I hope. Nana, thank you so much. It was a nice conversation.
Thank you
I
very
loved it.
much for
Wish you
finding
all
time.
the best. Hope we all can be back on stage soon for our audience. And all my best wishes.
Also to you, stay safe, stay healthy, and see you on stage soon. Also,
You.
hopefully.
Thank you
Thank you
so
very
much.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye
Bye.
bye. Hope to see you
Bye.
again.